This conference will now be recorded.
So yesterday we learned about stock transfer or transfer order. Transfer order we learned. Let me quickly do it once again. Transfer order, and then we'll proceed further. So if you want to do a transfer order, so from warehouse should have a default like a transit warehouse. So let me go to this one. I'm just checking like from warehouse. So inventory management, setup, then inventory breakdown, warehouses. Yesterday we have discussed. I'm just recapping. From 13 warehouse, I would like to transfer from 13 warehouse to 11 warehouse. So 13 warehouse has a transit warehouse. 13 warehouse has transit warehouse. Now I'm going to this inventory management, outbound orders, transfer orders. I'm creating new transfer order, selecting the warehouse 13. If 13 warehouse don't have transit warehouse, it will throw error message. That is must. From warehouse should have transit warehouse. And and then it is two warehouses 11. I'm transferring this one item 1000. And then quantity suppose 5 I'm transferring. Now if I want to verify on hand inventory how it is moving, let us understand. Product information management, released products, so item 1000 on hand inventory. In this, if you verify warehouse wise stock, so 13 warehouse 410 quantity available. Now you have given like an order, on order means 5 quantity is going to be dispatched, and in this warehouse 5 quantity is going to be received. So sales order quantity will be updated here, purchase order quantity will be updated here. Now indirectly for this 13 warehouse, it is a sales order indirectly. That means it is dispatching 5 quantity, and the 5 quantity is going to be received by 11 warehouse. That is the reason it was updated like this. Now we can click on ship transfer order. So before going to execute, if you verify it is created status, now I'm doing transfer order. So you can select ship now. Instead of ship now, you can select all, then click OK. Okay, actually this is actually demo system. That is the reason yesterday we mapped one ledger account, but still it is asking, you know, this one, it is telling like account number, transaction type, inventory issue does not exist. That is in item group. In item group, the ledger account is missing. The ledger account is missing here, inventory issue. I'm mapping that account. Give me 1 second. Okay, it was missing. Now if I have mapped here. Let me map once again. 140 100. Okay, now I'm closing this form. It is some technical issues. I can't do anything. For this account, okay, it was mapped the ledger account. Fine. Now let me close this one. So as it is refreshed, it was gone. Let me go back to inventory management, output orders, outbound orders, transfer order. Here in this, it is created status. It was created status. I'm doing now ship transfer order. Select all and click OK. Okay, it is now 5 quantity was deducted. If you verify on hand inventory, if you refresh, it will show you the 5 quantity was deducted from here and it was updated here in the warehouse 29. So the material is with the transit warehouse or truck. Okay, now if you click on receive tab, click on receive button. So whenever the material has received by receiving warehouse guys, they will update this one and it will be updated. Yesterday I have shown this one, I have explained this one, but once again I have repeated the session. Now it is received. Now if you verify on hand inventory, it will be received status. It was received and from 29 it was gone. Any doubt here in this process? Yesterday also we have discussed, now also we have discussed once again. Anyone has any doubt?
Satya, if my item is a serialized item and I'm creating a transfer order, where can I provide the serial numbers?
Okay, so that is available here in this registration. Make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, you can do here registration and in this we can do it. Picking and registration.
Based on FIFO, it's not picked or
No, it is not based on the pick or suppose let me do one transaction which is serialized so that we can understand. Yeah, someone else is asking something.
Yeah, the transfer order is basically for warehouse to warehouse, right? What
Yes.
if I want to transfer location to location?
So location to location is transfer journal. That is transfer journal. I have not explained that one.
So
Whether I have discussed that one. 1 minute.
no.
Not discussed. Okay. So inventory management, I need to discuss about journals. One is like here transfer journal. So you here location means within the premises you are moving from one building to another building or one place to another place. Am I right?
Right.
That is transfer. So transfer journal, actually material movement, if you want to track in detail, then it is the perfect example is warehouse management. Warehouse management is superb functionality. The movement of the material from one place to another place within the warehouse is more elaborated and more sophisticated information is available in the module called warehouse management. But if you want simple location from one location to another location with a simple one, it is a transfer journal. There are so many things inside. We are going to discuss about this one later. We are going to discuss.
What about, yeah, and what about if I want to change my serial number?
Yes. So all actually like from one inventory dimension to another inventory dimension, if you want to change any inventory dimension to any other inventory dimension, transfer journal is the best option.
Transfer journal.
Yeah. I need to explain these things. I'm going to discuss. Yeah. Come. So one person, like one of our colleague is asking, like if it is a transfer order with serialized number, how to do it. Okay, we'll try to see that one. Okay, give me 1 second. I will take transfer, like let me verify on hand inventory first. Inventory management, collapse all, inquiries and reports, on hand inventory. We'll take serialized item so that we'll try to understand how to transfer. Okay, so I'm taking dimensions, serialized number, site, warehouse, and serialized number. Only serialized number little bit complex, because if it is multiple serial numbers, I cannot select from the drop down. There is a complexity. That's it. Okay, so D0031, D0001, this is, let me verify whether it is warehouse enabled item or not. D0111 is site and warehouse. Okay, D0111 has stock. You don't have stock. Okay, so what I will do quickly some adjustments. So what I'm doing now, I'm doing some adjustment journal for D0111. What I'm doing, you don't know at this point. I will discuss with you after some time. Instead of purchase order, I'm doing some adjustment journal, but I need to explain you these things later. We'll discuss, next topic is this one only. We are going to discuss, but let me proceed. Okay, inventory dimensions. Here I'm doing inventory registration, create serial numbers, Yes, 000. Click OK. Then add registration line for all. You can now confirm registration. So it was registered. This is for getting the serialized numbers. I'm posting now. Now I have a stock of serialized numbers. If I go to on hand inventory, if I click simply apply, so it is available stock. Okay, some stock is available. Now I would like to transfer from 11 warehouse to 13 warehouse with a serialized number 2 quantity. (11) to 13. Okay, suppose here item D01111. 2 quantity I'm making. Okay, now here in the dimensions place we cannot enter serialized numbers, multiple serial numbers here. Actually this is a batch number, serial number enabled. So just now it is created batch number. Now I cannot select serial numbers multiple here, S001 and S002. So for this we have option called here inventory pick. Inventory pick. So here add picking line. You can select serial number. 1 second, and you can pick quantity 1. So add another one. Otherwise, let me move this one, cancel. I'm canceling this one. Here we can split this one. Inventory pick. We can split this one to 1:1. So now you can select add lines. Here you can select serial number 1 and 2. Simple. Some technical issue. I'm really sorry. This is application issue. You can enter here serial number. I'm going to this one 2. So now here inventory pick. Registration is for receiving, pick is for dispatching. So S001, click tab. Next one is it is actually this is hiding and this is coming. Not allowing me. Let me do it once again.
Okay, in the
So
meantime, can I ask one?
yeah, yes, please proceed.
Okay, so yesterday you were creating one item, Apple 12 Pro, right? So you were updating the cost, purchase cost, and selling cost, and the inventory cost, right?
Hmm.
Purchase cost, we understand the cost we are purchasing on, selling cost we are on selling.
Hmm.
Inventory cost, how can we identify at the time of creation of item? Because the cost of inventory,
Hmm.
we cannot fix it, right? Because it can be changed.
Yes, actually, in real-time scenario, you will not enter manually that cost price. Okay, that cost price will
Mhm.
be updated through purchase order process. Whenever you are doing purchase order, cost price will be updated. That cost price I will explain you after some time. That is charges if you enter, cost, how it will be distributed between the items. I will discuss with you later. The system will take care about that one. But if you have suppose previous only one time in life, only one time you need to do it, that is for opening stock,
Mhm.
opening stock, because whenever the system is going live on that day, you need to enter opening stock. That means the previous day closing date you need to update in the system. Am I right?
Right.
So
Okay.
there you will need to enter cost price. But apart from that one, you will never enter cost price manually. That cost price will be calculated by the system from the purchase order process.
Okay. Thank you. And another question is, since registration and purchase receipt are performing the same functionality, right? And the customer wants to drop one single step in between both of them. So which step we will drop and why?
So can you elaborate what we mean by here? I missed that one. Yeah.
This is something registration means we can improve, we can decrease, sorry, not decrease, increase our inventory, right? And
Hmm.
the purchase receipt do the same.
Purchase, another one,
Receipt, receipt,
product receipt you are talking about. Am I right?
Pro-
Product receipt.
product receipt, sorry,
Hmm. Hmm.
is do the same, right? So
Hmm.
customer wants to skip one line item, one step here
Hmm. Hmm.
for the end user. So which step we will drop and why?
This one. This one, because if you are placing the material directly inside warehouse, then they will update product receipt. That is the reason I told you in the very first purchase order confirmation, I have initiated like explanation, like I have not discussed this one. If you go to my videos, I have
Mm,
discussed this one. After that, vendor invoice. This is the best practice.
okay.
This is the best practice. That is the reason I have initiated the process, vendor invoice process or purchase order process with these steps only. But in
And
real time scenario, we can do simply purchase order confirmation and then vendor invoice directly. This is the
yes,
shortcut. But
shortcut,
I
correct.
told, because whenever I'm teaching, I need to initiate with the best practice first, and then
Mm,
I'm showing you different scenarios. Make sense?
yeah.
This is you are receiving material, and at the same time, temporary postings will be updated.
So any specific reason to pick product receipt instead of registration?
Registration, actually, registration is, it is, you can so like registered and pick, registered and ordered, you can change immediately. Okay, give me 5 minutes time, we'll discuss that point. Okay, what it means I will discuss. So I'm really sorry that technical problems, but someone
Yeah,
asked, who asked this one? Uh,
me only.
Nandi, no, actually lady asked, I think, someone,
Yeah, it's me, Deepti.
yeah, Diti, sir. So you can add here, but there is a technical problem, so I'm unable to do it, but it is clear, am I right for you?
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you
right.
do this one using pick process, we can proceed.
Yeah,
So
sure.
some technical challenges I'm facing, but you can do this one.
Okay.
Okay, I hope it is clear for you. Yeah. Now, okay, coming to this point, let me do a purchase order, procurement sourcing, purchase orders, all purchase orders. So I will create a new purchase order. I'm sorry. I'm selecting the vendor account. Site and warehouse. First thing is during product receipt, temporary postings will be updated. This will not be happened at the time of registration. Registration is, it is just unloaded from the truck. The meaning, it was from the truck, it was dumped from there to downside. Okay, this is, in this, temporary postings will be updated. So if you want to reconcile between your vendor and you, then vendor dispatch document number will be updated during this process. Agree with me? You are updating vendor dispatch document number. That is not possible here. Just here you are receiving the material. It is not receiving the material. It is at your receiving area only. It was just truck was unloaded and they left. That is registration. Product receipt means warehouse guy has received the material in his warehouse and it was placed in the proper manner. This may be dumped at any shape. This will be done in a proper manner, like it will be placed in your warehouse, and temporary postings, if you want, it will be posted. 99% scenarios, temporary postings will be updated. That is, purchase accrual account will be updated. Purchase accrual account will be updated. So these things will not be possible at the time of registration. Make sense?
Right.
Okay, and
Now,
I want to show, yeah, yes, please.
Yeah.
And I want to show you one more small information. Okay, I'm doing confirmation. Okay, instead of registration, warehouse management process you can use.
Okay.
Elaborately, a lot of functionality you can use, because from confirmation to, once the material is received at the received location to, we need to place in our system, in our warehouse properly, so that movements can be tracked in detail in the advanced warehouse management module. The advanced warehouse management module is the main motto of this module is, instead of registration with simple step, we are doing a lot of steps. Work creation and work movement, there are so many things. Okay, location movement, a lot in this. Okay, so here I want to show you one more small thing. If you go to registration, I'm selecting and I'm doing registration line, I'm doing confirmation. So it was, stock was updated because it is the status is registered. Now I can play like this, then it will be ordered. Here the process is simply can be changed from ordered to registered and registered to ordered. Whereas product receipt, it is permanent postings. You cannot modify back. This is very simple. Just plus minus is handling in the inventory status. Understood?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not like permanently stored. If you are doing confirmation, it is going to be registered, plus is updating. If you are doing once again, add registration line and confirm registration, it is updating order. It is minus, doing minus indirectly.
And
So,
in which real scenarios we can do we can use this functionality?
yeah,
Like
yeah. Yeah,
in which such practical scenarios we can use such this
going back.
functionality?
Yeah, the thing is, like, suppose I have given order for 10 quantity. I have received only 5. By mistakenly, I did this one. During product receipt, warehouse guy, he will validate whether the stock is received 5 or 10. At that time, it is realized like this is only 5. Then I can come back and I can go back to this one, register to ordered, and I can split this quantity from 10 to 5 and 5 or 4 and 6, whatever it may be, and I can do the registration. That's what this is, a very small quick information, whereas product receipt is actually commitment, a kind of a transaction will be posted, you cannot modify after posting the transaction. And as I told you, many things. One is like you are going to update the vendor dispatch document number in this to reconcile between your company and vendor company. Sometimes there will be disturbances. Always accountants, they will do a lot of reconciliation between vendor and this organization. In case if these disturbances are there, then you are going to update the product receipt number clearly, and you are updating the purchase accrual accounts, so that financially, if I received
Financially.
material not invoiced, then I need to track the material received but not invoiced stock. All
So
those
yes,
things can track
I
with you.
have one question again. As you said that we will update the vendor information on the purchase product receipt. Sorry. So since as you shared, truck had just dumped the inventory on the registration site and it then he gone. Okay. Now after since he has gone, but the information of the vendor is not available on the registration, right?
No, here whenever you are receiving, whenever you are receiving material, he will give the dispatch document number. Without that number, without the document detail, how you are verifying how many stock? So the receiving guy, he will not know about the purchase order details. He will not know the real-time scenario. Receiving guy, whoever is receiving, he will not know about the purchase order details. That is in the system. Here, vendor dispatch document number, he will give the information, and we like receiving guy, he will tick by clicking 1, 2, 3, this item is received or not. Am I right?
Okay. Okay.
So at any point of time, here we are not updating the details properly. This is, we are not updating anything. This is for temporary update. This functionality is not fulfilling the business requirement. That is the reason warehouse management module was introduced. The complete module was introduced. It is not fulfilling this one. But product receipt is the actual document. You are updating the information from the vendor and you are updating the details properly. That is product receipt.
Okay,
So
thank you.
99% scenarios, if you don't want, because if your organization is very small organization, like a small building kind of thing, I can skip. Well, directly I can take the material from the truck and I can put it in my warehouse. I can use this directly. As that is scenarios. If it is a very large organizations, like nowadays Walmart kind of thing, they want to use a warehouse management module, because they need to track the material from one location to another location in detail. Where is the stock? The stock is received and the stock is with the forklift operators. See, the movement of the stock will be done by forklift operators using this one a lot, right? They need to track where the material, whether the people are moving, doing properly, and they are placing in a system or not properly. Everything can be tracked through this advanced warehouse management.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So earlier this advanced warehouse management is not exist before AX 2012 R2. At that time we are using simply registration, simple step. But nowadays if it is advanced warehouse management in abroad countries, majority countries like USA, UK, Canada, Australia, these people are using a lot about warehouse management. It is one of the leading like requirement in the market. High demand module, warehouse management and transportation management.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Anything else, anyone, please?
So, Satya, this is Kumari. Quick question. Now, this is a simplified procedure for procurement that you're talking, right? Are you going to expand and see when organizations make purchases of high dollar value, they don't just give out a purchase order. They go through solicitation. They send out RFPs into the market. They drop RFPs on the street, and then street responds. Scoring model, based on the scoring model, then they choose which vendor is qualified.
Need to discuss RFP
Discuss.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another process. Before that, there is one more process, purchase requisition also, which we need to discuss.
So that's where your agreements between vendor and the client comes into play, at what order and what all of this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is RFQ process and purchase requisition. Okay, purchase requisition is internal rising request, and RFQ process is we are inquiring with multiple vendors. We need to inquire with multiple vendors before going to finalize the material. Right? You are asking about that one.
Yeah, because I know procurement and e-procurement is a dimension that's very popular in the market. That is, purchasing is one aspect, but the e aspect, where you have the contracting associated with purchasing, comes into this just as you said, RFP and your acquisitions in the purchasing side.
Request for quotation, RFQ. In Dynamics AX, it is request for quotation process, which I'm going to discuss later, not now. There is a process in detail we'll discuss. Okay.
Sounds good.
Fine.
Thank you.
Now, so I hope it is clear, our doubts now. So I'm very happy. The thing is like a proper questions. Earlier batches also it was happened, but the questions are very not realistic, to be frankly, in the previous batches. But in this batch, I'm very happy because many people are senior people, senior experienced people, and asking realistic and important questions, so that this will be helpful to junior people whoever is joining in this. Some people are junior guys, I mean to say they are new to Dynamics AX, not only Dynamics AX, ERP. So those people, for them it will be very helpful. Okay, I'm very happy. Fine. So we understood about transfer order. We'll try to understand about journals now. Okay, journals. So journals. The first journal is movement journal. The first journal is, I go to this one, we'll see here. So inventory management, journals, movement journal. The first journal name is movement journal. What is this movement journal? What is this movement journal? Usually, see, actually, the meaning of these journals, actually plus and minuses will be happened for these items. One is movement journal, one is adjustment journal, one is transfer journal. But the concept is different from this one to this one. Movement journal is for opening stock. For opening stock. Suppose you are going to go live on 1st of July. 1st of July, we are going to go live. But on that day, I mean to say previous day, suppose 30th of June, the stock should be exist. So this is already I have purchased, the client has purchased in the previous environment. In the previous environment, they have purchased and it is available in my warehouse. If I want to start my business on 1st July, I need to enter the opening stock quantity in the system. The opening stock quantity in the system. So for this, I need to enter, suppose item A, how many quantity available? 50 quantity. Each one is, the cost is 1200 or 1000. It will be 50,000. Like this, I need to enter all the items and all the price, total amount should be entered. Now the challenge is we can enter here. Finance consultants face a little bit challenge. I mean to say this 50 quantity, fine. Item B, 50 quantity, like another quantity 100, multiply with 200, it is 20,000. Like this, item C. Suppose for easy calculation, I'm taking 100, 200 like this. 50, it is 10,000. So this is cost price. This is cost price. This is quantity, and this is the amount. So the total amount is 80,000, but in the system it is showing 85,000. This is inventory account 140,100. This is ledger account. Ledger account in finance is updated 85,000, but individually if you are updating this, the sum of the items is 80,000. So who will carry this one? Who will tally these things? Being a functional consultant, can I adjust these amounts properly? If I am making it 80,000 by sum of the totals, trial balance will be failed. Trial balance will be failed. If I am making 85,000, trial balance will be tallied, but this sum of the inventory subledgers total is not equal to this one. So this will be happened in real time scenario. So if I am in that position, I will do like, I will not enter from 140,100. I will not enter this account. Trial balance will not be tallied, and I will enter this account's balances only. I will enter this balances only, so that trial balance will not be tallied. No issues. Even the trial balance is not tallied, they will come back. If you enter 85,000 from finance, I'm telling you, for finance consultant responsibility, then it will create problems. For T&L consultant, it is not much headache, but even here consultant cannot do anything. This reconciliation between sum of the total amounts is not equal to inventory ledger account in finance. This is accounts department and stores department. They need to sit together and they need to reconcile. Make sense? Understood the issue first? Are you able to follow me? Here, this is in finance. In finance, it is 140,100 is the ledger account opening balance. inventory value was given as simple amount as 85,000. This is finance department has given me. Stores department, I have to enter in this opening balance, simply movement journal. I can enter the stock like a quantity and price. So these two are not tallying. This is one of the challenge. So whenever I'm facing interview, this question will be asked by many people, and initially they will demand me my question first, and later they will come back to me like, sir, I'm facing this. So instead of asking questions like commanding, because I'm attending interview and he is taking interview, but he will ask like, sir, please tell me how to handle this scenario. I faced this earlier. Because he is the interviewer, he is facing challenges and he is requesting me. So this will not be done by T&L consultant versus finance consultant. This should be done by stores department versus accounts department. What it means?
Satya, do we have a pre-voucher kind of thing?
Pre-voucher?
Kind of thing. Before posting, can we see the voucher?
No, but we can see the total at any point of time. Why it is required pre-voucher? We can export to Excel and we can see the balance, the total amount. It will show you clearly. The sum of the total amount is 80,000 and it will be 85,000.
But in the pre-voucher, it will show exactly like the voucher, what it will be impacted on the ledger side.
You are talking about SAP, am I right? Kind of thing.
I'm not aware about the terms in AX actually.
So whatever it may be, see whether it is a P voucher or whatever it is, you can see, you can export to this one and you can see the total sum. You can export and you can see this value is not a complex. So my intention is here. My intention is here. You are the Microsoft partner employee, and client people are there here. Stores department and finance department. There are two departments. Here you are a technical like T&L consultant. One of the person from this partner company. One T&L consultant. One is a finance consultant. These two consultants are there. So these two consultants cannot reconcile these values. Agree with me?
No, I got it. But what my point is here, if we have three ledgers of inventory accounts, then we can reconcile it by the pre-voucher itself.
So here, this is independent transaction. This is actually my intention, whether are you getting or not. Give me 1 second. I'll show you. Here we are entering the values, and if you go to finance, you are going to collect. This is, of course, it is too early to everyone. I'm making you confusion, but it is you need to understand this one. See, if you go to general ledger, this is a part of finance. This is major headache to finance consultant, not for you. T&L consultant, it is not complex because you are entering the whatever it was given trial balance. So you will collect the trial balance also. So the trial balance is given by like finance department. They will give this trial balance. Here it is, they will give like amount. This is a consolidated amount. Independently you need to post this amount, and here T&L consultant will enter all the transactions. This amount this amount is collecting by finance department, and these amounts are collecting by T&L consultant department. I mean to say T&L people. So this sum of the total amount is not tallied with the trial balance, then it will create problems. So being I'm a finance consultant as well as T&L consultant. So what I will do, I will not enter this one. I will skip these values. And I will bring the balances from here to here.
There. Yeah, correct. So
then
you are correct on
trial balance will not be tallied. If it is trial balance is not tallied, I will question them like, you need to discuss with your like client people, stores department versus accounts department. They need to decide and they need to modify what is the price to reach 85,000. It is must, it should be reach 85,000. So whether you want to adjust here or here, that is their task. I cannot do
Mhm.
being an external person.
To prevent such kind of issues, I was asking, do we have any such pre-voucher kind of
It is manual.
functionality? Because what happens
No, system will not
before
do
you
anything. This is system will not do anything. This is one-time job in the entire life. Whenever you are implementing first time, you are entering the transactions from inventory. This is subledger transactions. This is ledger transaction. These are independent.
because some ERPs have some kind of info functionality, like
This
if
will
you going to post.
not do, any ERP will not do this one. This is not happening forever. Only one time, first time whenever you are opening stock entering, whenever you are entering opening stock, at that time only.
I'm talking about the inventory opening stock. I'm talking about the journal entries. Before you post any journal entries, any entries, you can have look of that the entry will
So
what
I
it
looked at
will,
I looked at it is 80,000. Looked at what is the benefit I'm getting. I looked at it is
but
80,000.
you are not able to see by ledger ledger, right? By ledger
So,
wise.
so here, no, it will show you like even it is not showing the ledger account, whether it is showing or not. I'm getting clearly 80,000. I can see the value. It is going to be hit 80,000. I can see
And
clearly, but not the
as you,
ledger account, of course, but not the ledger account, but I can see the values. But who will do this one? This reconciliation, I need to reach this value. They need to adjust here some values. This is a manual work, definitely manual work. I
correct,
cannot take
correct.
the decision. I cannot take the decision being a P&L consultant or finance consultant. I cannot take the decision. I'm an external person. I'm a partner company. I'm representing from partner company, Microsoft partner company. Client will take the decision whether the amount is plus or minus to reach this value. This is a manual task. Reconciliation. Reconciliation cannot do system. System cannot do reconciliations. Make sense?
Right, right.
Yeah. So of course, if some people are not able to follow, leave it. It is not for a headache for you. It is going to be a headache for finance consultant, to be frankly, because finance consultant strictly has to reject this information. The reconciliation between in item value versus finance values, if it is not tallying, that is for stores department and finance department. They need to sit together and they need to arrive the values. So finance consultant should here finance consultant should be very strong, and he has to reject. If he has a single 1% dilemma in mind, like business people, they will raise their voice on behalf of system. Here system cannot do anything. This is not a system problem. It is whether it is any ERP, the reconciliation of the amounts between this one and this one is a manual task. They need to sit together and they need to arrive the value of finance. Okay. So if some people are not able to understand, leave it. It is not headache for you. Okay. For T&L consultants. But if you are able to follow, that will be good. Now let us see how to post this transaction in the system. So let me go to movement journal. Simply you can click new, select site and warehouse. If you want, you can select here, or inside you can select. Inside also you can select. Click on new, select the item, and then here enter the quantity. Okay, here the cost price is coming 0, and you can enter here the cost price, or you can enter in the cost price of the item. Anything is fine. Something, and you can post. This is opening stock or closing stock. And one more thing, I'm suggesting you one more thing. Suppose the go live is on 1st of July. 1st July 2021. Try to enter 30th June 21. Why? Because this will not be freezed. They will keep on modifying the values. they will come back. Sometimes they will come back, this is no, it is not 50, it is 40. Then what I have to do, already posted 50. Now I need to enter one more time. This may happens -10. This will be happening. So this is, if you update on 30th June all these things, on 1st July it will show you opening quantity 40 only. Instead of 50 minus 10, there will be adjustments. Total opening stock it will show as on 1st of July. You are entering on 30th of June. That means my intention is, if your go live is on 1st July, try to enter 30th of June. 30th of June, try to enter. This plus or minus adjustments will be behind the screen. And if you are generating report from 1st of July, the report will show 40 quantity as a opening stock. This plus or minus calculations will be executed in the back end 30th June. 30th June closing balance will be opening stock for the new one. Not only this one, even for finance also. If you are a finance consultant, for finance also, I will suggest you to enter 30th June opening balances. Then it will become 1st July as a opening stock. Some plus or minuses will be happened sometimes. Make sense? Any more doubts, anyone? So opening quantity. So here, whenever you are entering here, offset account also you need to enter. That is 140,100. Whatever it is, inventory account. This is finance account. For opening stock, that means movement journal. The name movement journal may be used, the reason behind you are moving the technology from old legacy system to new system. That is the reason maybe use the word movement journal, but in my opinion, it is closing stock or opening stock values. Opening stock we will enter here in this movement journal for opening stock. Okay, movement may be used in the long back because this is the word used by maybe because movement of from legacy system. The old system is called legacy system and new system is Dynamics 360 or AX112 or anything. So moving of the material from old system to new system is called movement journal. So for that it was opening stock. The meaning, this is my assumption, but in my opinion, this is opening stock entry. This is for opening stock entry. Okay. So any doubts? I'm stopping here for today. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning in details about this one. Anyone has any doubts?
So we are meeting tomorrow, or?
Sorry, I mean to say tomorrow means Monday once again. So every day it will be Monday to Friday always. The sessions will be Monday to Friday. We'll meet once again on Monday. Okay.
That 85,000 difference we have to reconcile manually and we have to adjust, right?
Yeah, it is reconcile means like stores department, they need to do adjustments to reach this amount. Stores department, this is responsibility from the stores department to reach inventory value in the finance. Okay. Yeah. Okay, see you all. If you nothing to discuss, please we'll connect once again on Monday morning 6 a.m. Okay. See you.